Hi everybody, how are you guys all doing today? I hope that you guys are all doing amazing. My name is TracEy and you're watching me here at TracEy Monster on YouTube. You can also find me at TracEy Monster Savings on Etsy as well as on Instagram, where you will find a ton of really super fun money savings challenges to help those of you who are looking to add to your sinking funds, or for those of you who are looking to pay off some debt, or for those of you who are looking to save money for that next big purchase that you have coming up in your life. But before I get started in today's video, I always like to start my videos off by saying thank you to each one of you for taking the time to click on that play button and giving me the opportunity to share these types of videos with you. So thank you so much for being here today, and thank you so much for being a part of my YouTube community. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into today's video, because I have my cash in hand and I am ready to stuff my cash envelopes from this week's paycheck. So let's go ahead and let's jump in. So the very first savings challenge that I participated in for this month on last Monday was the Chocolate Savings Scratch Off board game, where each one of these boxes has a dollar amount of either $1, $5, $10, $15. They also have smaller images where I can apply a certain amount of my choice to the smaller images if I land on those. In this case, I have designated the smaller images, which are these little chocolate balls, to be $15. The larger images that I have on this game board is designated to where I am going to be putting $20 away for each time I land on the larger images. So it makes it a little more fun having the little scratch offs on here, because you don't know when you land on the scratch offs what is underneath. So that's why I have my little chip right here, so that it's ready to go on Mondays to scratch off if I land on any of those gold scratch off dots. So go ahead and let's go ahead and get the first envelope stuffed. So on Monday, I landed here on this larger image, which was $20, and then the smaller image, which was the little chocolate ball, and then right here for the third roll. So how I play is I roll one die and I roll it 3 times in 1 week. So that's the way that I'm playing. You can play any way that you want. You can roll 2 dice if you prefer. It's just going to give you less chances to possibly move on your board game. But it's really up to you. Also, if you come from a lower income than perhaps I do, you can make the smaller images less, or you can make the larger images less. If you come from a higher income than what I am able to save, then you can definitely apply the smaller images to a higher amount than what I have, and then the larger to a higher amount as well. So again, you can play this game any way that works for you and your household income. So, all right, so we have on the back, we also have a tracker. So for the large image, it was 20, and for the 2 smaller ones were 15 each. So that told me, based off of my die and the 3 spots that I landed on, I needed to save $50 this month. So I have my $50 right there. I do not have a cash envelope. I should have a cash envelope on hand. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Let me get a cash envelope. We'll do this together. We will go ahead and do this one. So give me just a second. I'm rolling around my office here. All right. So we are going to use this one right here for our first cash envelope. So let's go ahead and do this. You can find these cash envelopes that match the coin roll wrappers. And so this is the template right here for the envelope. So all you do is you just cut all the way around the envelope here. So give me just a moment to do that. So how has everybody's week gone? How are your savings challenges going? Do you find that because you've been on a routine all year that the saving challenges are you're doing okay with the savings challenges? Or do you find that as we're getting closer to the end of the year that perhaps it might be a little harder in saving? I know that for those of you who do the 52-week money savings challenge, which I'll be showing here next, because as we get closer to the end of the year, the more money you'll be saving. So sometimes people find that one to be a little harder as we get closer to the end of the year. So yeah, so let me know how your savings challenges are going. I hope you guys are still hanging in there. We are in September. We're almost to the last quarter of the year, which is absolutely insane to me. I know I've mentioned this on a handful of times where I'm just like, I cannot believe that we are at the end of the year already. So, but yeah, also another thing this week, it's been super, super hot here in California where I live. And it's actually, today is the first time where we are in the higher 80s. So it's been a nice relief. There is a hurricane off the coast of Mexico. So that front is kind of being pushed up to us, which has been cooling it down. We are expecting rain, but we haven't received rain here yet, at least in the area where I'm at. So on this envelope here, all you're going to do is where you have these little white areas here, you're going to then fold those ends in, and then this will form your envelope. All right, so then we'll go here. All right, and then let me get my double-sided sticky tape real quick. All right, so I like to use the double-sided tape. That's just my preference. But you can definitely use, regular tape if you prefer, if that's what you have on hand. There's no reason for you to have to go make a special trip just for tape if you don't have it. Somebody's at the door or something, because now the dogs are gonna get all feisty and barking. Never a dull moment here. All right. So, okay, so then there we go. We just go ahead and flip that up right there. And then let's go ahead and do that like that. Oh, that didn't go over very well there. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to crafting. This is kind of a form of crafting, I suppose. All right, so there we go. We have our cash envelope there. Now let me get a pen so I can write down what this is for. Okay, so this is going to be for the chocolate savings. So let's do that. Chocolate savings board game. And then this is going to be for September. And then we will write the total of how much we saved at the end of the month using this challenge. Okay, so let me go ahead and write this down. This was for September 5th, and this was for week number 1, and we are saving $50. Oops, I put 50-50. So that gives us a total inside of our cash envelope of $50. So there we go. And there you go. Nice and safe and sound inside of its little Halloween themed cash envelope. I know we're still a month ahead, but I am stoked and I am so excited for Halloween to get here that I have no problem at all starting my Halloween envelopes. All right, so since I have my $50 set aside, let me go ahead and just color in my squares here to show which areas I landed on. There, and this one here. Okay, and then we'll also color this one in also. Okay, there we go. All right, so this savings challenge is done. So $50 is how much I budgeted for and saved for this week using the chocolate savings scratch off board game. I'm going to go ahead and open up my door really quick, because my dog keeps telling me that he wants to go out. So give me just a moment here. Go on. My goodness. Okay, my goodness. All right, so moving on to the next challenge, I have the 52-week savings challenge that I was just talking about a little bit ago. And since we are on week 36 for the year, this tells me that I need to save $36. So there is 20, 30, 35, and 36. And then I have my cash envelope binder here. So let me go ahead and get to week 36 in my binder. There's 35, so there's 36 here. It's getting pretty full with all these challenges. All right, so week 36, depositing $36. So my little label here tells me that I have a balance of $666 so far this year inside of my binder. So pretty exciting. Okay, so now that I have that complete, let's go ahead and color this in to show that this week is complete here. So I have my binder, but then I also have my tracker. You know what? I technically don't have to have my tracker because I do have my binder. But in all honesty, I love this tracker because this is a tracker that I've been using for many, many years. And so I've just been kind of just keeping with it. It's kind of one of those things that when I see this challenge, this is the challenge that reminds me of the accomplishments and the things that I've been able to do with the purpose of budgeting and being able to save money. So this one here is just more of like, I don't know, I kind of have sentimental value, I guess, in this one, because this specific challenge has really changed my home, and it has changed our lives here in the house. So I will never, ever, ever change this challenge. I will do this one every single year because it makes me feel so good to know where we're at as a family and household, just because of this one savings tracker in itself. So anyway, a little bit of, I guess I have like an emotional attachment to it as well. So anyway, okay, so roll the dice is the next savings challenge, and on this one we needed to save $11. So there is 10 and 11, and let's go ahead. I rolled a 6 and a 5 on Monday, so I'm gonna go ahead and color those in to show that I saved on those. Then I have my cash envelope from the Budget Mom here. There we go. And so that is $11 for roll the dice. Okay, let me put those ones to the side there. All right, so that one's done. Now we have Bunco Against Time, and with Bunco Against Time for round 4, game 1, I needed to save $21. So there is 20 and there is 1. And let's see, Bunco Against Time. Here is my envelope for Bunco Against Time. I think I'm going to probably switch this one out since it's just a plain white envelope. I think I might switch this one out for one of the Halloween ones too. I don't know. I'll figure it out off camera. All right, so $21 is inside there. And so let's pick a new color. Let's do blue this time around. And so that's going to be done. And then we were on round 4. And then that was for Monday's date, which was September 5th. So we are almost done with this game. How exciting. I'm really excited to see how much I'm able to save. And I'm really hoping that on the last week on this one here, I'm supposed to save $10 for every Bunco, which is the last week. And I haven't received any Buncos at all. So it's quite disappointing. So there is a chance that I end up updating this one probably when I'm done with this one. I've actually been contemplating. I think I'm going to. I think I just need to spend time to do it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 1 week where where you need to save $10 for every Bunco at the end of the game. And then maybe like a set amount for every 3 of a kind that's not a Bunco, and have that times maybe like $5 or something like that. Because as you can see, I've rolled a lot of 3 of a kinds, which would be absolutely awesome, but I don't have any Buncos. And so the last week is right now, if I was ending the game today, I would just have like a 0 week, and I don't want that. So Anyway, so that's, I need to rethink this one. It's still a really great game. Don't get me wrong. It's a great game. I think I just need to do a little bit of adjustment for those of us like myself that don't have any Buncos by the end of the time. It's just so weird that I don't have any Buncos. Like, even when I do regular Bunco with friends, like, I at least get one Bunco. Like, most everybody in Bunco gets at least one. So it's very bizarre that I haven't even received, even like rolled a single one, which is just crazy to me. So hopefully I have 5 more games to play. So hopefully within those 5 games, which is 5 weeks, I'll hopefully have at least one Bunco. But anyway, okay, so for this week was $21. Did I put the $21 in here already? Yes, I did. Okay, so $21 there for Bunco Against Time. All right, the next savings challenge that I have here is a Dominoes, and on Dominoes, I picked one domino that was a 9 and 2, and then a second domino, which was 9 and 0. So let me go ahead and color these in. Here is my $20 because that's the total of the Dominoes face value. Now, in case you're wondering, if you're new to this channel and to my videos, you're probably wondering why my dominoes read 9. Because on the dominoes that I have, I wanted to save a little more than the traditional dominoes. So I don't have the traditional dominoes where it's either blank or up to 6. So on mine, they actually go up to 9 on the half. So a total of 18 on one domino. So just letting you know that there is a difference with my dominoes. You can get them in the higher domino amounts. So because I wanted to save as much as I could within a half a year's period of time and then still be done with the challenge by the end of the year. So what you may also see is that this is a bi-weekly savings challenge. So just letting you know that I did not start this at the beginning of the year. I started it in the middle of the year, and then instead of doing it bi-weekly, I've done it every single week. So then I'm done before the end of the year. So just letting you know why there is a difference there. All right, so we have another money cash envelope. So again, this is the Dominoes one. So I think I am probably going to change this one to a Halloween themed also. Just because I really love the way that they turned out. I really, really do. All right, so that's $20 going towards the Dominoes challenge. Let me put that there. All right, the next savings challenge that we have here is the 52 card pickup challenge. And on this one, I needed to save $5, which is right here. And so we have a total of $299 inside of my cash envelope now. I did my, what do I call it? Where I verified the cash that I have inside of my envelopes and compared it to my trackers last week. I do that at the end of every month to make sure that I am saving exactly inside of my envelope how much the tracker is telling me. So I will verify this cash at the end of September for those of you that are, again, new to my videos. So that is the 52 card pickup challenge. The next challenge that I have here, let me put that one there. The next challenge that I have here is Save-opoly, and on Save-opoly, I needed to save $8. So there's 5, 6, 7, and 8. So with my $8 going in, I now have a total of $809 inside of my cash envelope. So that's pretty fun. A lot of money there. All right, so the next savings challenge that I have here is Save the Change, and I have $3.02 saved there. So let me go ahead and bring my change tray over. I washed the coins because, as you remember, if you saw my video on Monday, there were a few sticky coins, and so I got these all cleaned up. So give me just a moment so I can put all of my change into their appropriate little slots here. See, they're still kind of wet. All right, so there's there, the pennies, go there. Looks like I'm pretty close to rolling nickels, so that'll be nice. They're still kind of wet, these coins. I dried them off. I guess I didn't dry them off well enough. All right. All right, so there we go. We have $3.02 saved. So let me go ahead and color in my tracker here. Now, if you are new to my savings challenges, just letting you know that I have close to 200 savings challenges to choose from. I also have stickers in my Etsy shop. So if you are interested in any of these savings challenges, then head on over to my Etsy shop after this video, and then I'm sure you'll be able to find something in there that you would like, that would work for your family and your household. So, all right, so that is Save the Change, where I have $3.02. Since I'm done with this row, let's go ahead and find out how much I have saved and changed so far. We have $37.73, which is all up to this point here. And then we're gonna do $1, and then we have $1.05, and then we have $1.55, and then $1.26, $1.13, and then $3.02. So if my calculations are correct, I have $46.74. So let me go ahead and do that one more time, so then I make sure that I didn't miscalculate in any way. 126, 113, and then 302. Okay, 46.74. Perfect. So far, I have saved $46.74 from the little bit of change that I'm able to save every week using the Save the Change challenge. So that's pretty exciting too. The next savings challenge that I have here is the Zero Out challenge, where I am trying to zero out all of my dollars in the single column and then all of the change. And you basically zero that out by pulling that money out from your checking account. And then you transfer those funds over into your savings account. So this week I am transferring $3.56 from my checking account, and it's being transferred over into my savings account. I scheduled that payment on Monday, so that will be going through later on this evening. It'll process later on this evening. So this is a super easy one to do because it's usually like lower amounts, so it really isn't that big of a sting coming out of your savings account, out of your checking account. I also know that if you are a member with Bank of America, they have a thing where it's called Save the Change. And let's say if, for instance, you spend $1.50 on, well, let's say you spend like $10.50 on an item. Then what they do is, with that 50 cents, what they will do is they will basically, if you have a checking and a savings account, what they will do is that $10.50 purchase, what they'll do is they will make the difference. They'll take the difference from your checking account and they will transfer that difference over into your savings account. So for instance, if the $10.50 is what you purchased on an item, then the additional 50 cents to get it up to $11, basically that 50 cents is what they transfer over into your savings account. So it's basically as if you were spending $11 on that item, but you're really not. You're still only spending $10.50 on your item, but that extra 50 cents, they're putting it into that savings for you, into your savings account. I hope that makes sense. So, but anyway, so that's kind of what I do here is, instead of, with the zero out, what you're doing is you're zeroing out the dollar column. Sometimes people will take it a little further because they want to save a little more, and they'll transfer everything from the $10 or 10th column and the dollar column, and then also all the change. So they can be saving up to, $29.99 or, however it is that ends up working out. So yeah, anyways, I hope I just kind of went on a squirrel tangent kind of thing there, but okay. So getting back on board here, take a breath, Trace. $3.56 is how much I'm transferring from my checking account, and it's going into my savings account with the Zero Out Challenge. Okay, now we are into our weekly breakdown totals, and so we're in September, and we're on week 1. So these are all of the amounts that you've seen me save here today. So with the chocolate savings scratcher, it was $50 for the 52-week money savings challenge was $36. For roll the dice was $11. For Bunco against time was $21. For Dominoes, it was $20. For the 52 card pickup challenge was $5. Save-opoly was $8. Save the change was $3.02, and then Zero Out was $3.56. So once I totaled all of those totals up, or after I added all of those totals up, then that gave me a grand total of $157.58. Now that I have that total on this breakdown tracker, I'm going to now carry this total over to this tracker, and I will put that in week 1 since that's the week that we're saving for. So I have, again, $157.58. Once I have the entire month of September complete, filling in each one of the weeks, I will then again add all of those 4 weeks together, and then that will give me my grand total of how much I saved for the entire month of September. Once I have that total down here for how much I saved for the entire month of September, then I will then again carry that total over to this savings tracker, and I will put that total right here in the September category here. Then once I'm done with all of the months from this year, at the very end of December, I will add all of those totals up from each one of the months, and then that will give me my grand total of how much I saved for the entire year of 2022. Now, somebody asked me in the comments in one of my previous videos if I was actually going to be doing a cash unstuffing at the end of the year from all of the challenges that I have participated in from the very beginning of this year, and the answer is yes, that is my plan. It is something that I am very, very much looking forward to. So stay tuned and continue watching me save throughout the weeks and throughout the months, because I am looking forward to the end of the year when I get to unstuff all of these envelopes and see how much I have completely saved so far. I can tell you that so far I have saved over $4,100 just off of these months that I've participated in so far. So that to me is so exciting, and I'm really looking forward to the end of the year to see how much I was able to save. But anyways, everybody, that is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you like the content on this channel, then please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click on that notification bell. That way you are given a notification of whenever I upload a new video to my channel. Also, if you like any of these savings challenges that I've shown you here today that I am currently saving with, again, head on over to my Etsy shop, because I have close to 200 savings challenges, including stickers, to choose from. And I gotta say that these savings challenges are super fun, and there's a lot of people that have contacted me that have purchased my challenges, and they are saying how much they've been able to save and how fun they are and stuff. So head on over while you're there. If you can give it a follow, that would be amazing. If you can actually take the time to share my Etsy shop with somebody, that would be absolutely fantastic. I would love your support, because there are so many Etsy shops out there that are selling savings challenges, and if I can just have a little bit of help to get the word out there that I do exist out there in the Etsy world of savings challenges, that would help tremendously, and I'd be so thankful. Also, if you have purchased one of my savings challenges from my Etsy shop in the past, then if you haven't had the chance yet, if you can please do me a favor, and if you can leave a review, That ways it helps me to know what you think about my savings challenges, and also it will help somebody who is on the fence from possibly purchasing that savings challenge or from purchasing from my Etsy shop in general, because again, there are so many out there. It's kind of an oversaturated I guess, category on Etsy. And so with any little bit of help and sharing and getting the word out there would just really help me tremendously. So anyways, everybody, that is it for the day. I hope that you had an amazing week. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend ahead. It's supposed to be, like I said, it's supposed to be raining here due to the hurricane that's kind of pressing the front up to us here in California. So it is a nice change in weather because we've been in triple digits, and just having that nice cooler weather, even though it's kind of, you know, there's a lot of moisture in the air, I will take it. It's very humid here, but that's okay. I'd much rather take humidity with cooler weather than it to be so hot and then to still have that humidity kind of rolling in. So anyways, everybody, thank you so much for being here all the way to the end. You guys are absolutely amazing. I have just really enjoyed all of you all so much in the comments. Also, for those of you who have messaged me over on Instagram in the DMs, and also for those of you who have contacted me through my Etsy shop, I appreciate you guys. So have a nice weekend, and I'll be seeing you guys on Monday when I come back for week 2 of the budgeting for next week's paycheck. Have a good one, guys. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.